Hey, this is John Siskovich with Farm Marketing Solutions, and it's day 2 of our How to Market Our CSA, How to Get a CSA Started. I'm doing this for 100 days, documenting what I'm doing every day to sell out my CSA. So yesterday's video I talked about writing down all the things that you can do to market your farm. Today what I'm going to do is put that all down on a spreadsheet that I have configured as a calendar. So it'll give me a day by day what to do, and you'll see that by the end of the 100 days, I have left some spaces blank. And I'll explain all that. Let's go over to my computer screen and I'll show you exactly what I did.
So it's the end of the day, we're back in the office, and I want to show you exactly how I set this up in my calendar. Now, I didn't put it in a calendar per se. I created a spreadsheet on Google Documents. You can do this in Excel, you can do it in whatever document, Excel program you do. Or you could put it in your actual calendar, but I wanted to show you why I use this system specifically. So hopefully this won't be the only year that I have a CSA, and I'm going to want to replicate this in the future. So what I did is create a Google Doc through my Google account and put down all those strategies that I wrote down in my notebook yesterday onto a document that matches up with corresponding dates. And I put all the dates here. And that this way, I have my chicken CSA marketing plan highlighted. It's a separate document than my normal folder, so that 2014, I can take all these dates and put them into my folder. 2015, I can go back to this document and put them there, and not have to search through my old calendar. And it's a way to segment it and organize it a little bit. It helps me do the planning. So that's why I did it on a Google document. And you'll see as you go through social media posts, making a video intro on Fiverr for my YouTube videos, and I'll go over that in the days to come, creating or updating any social media accounts, getting, the beginning of my CSA marketing is doing all the infrastructure work, where I'm making sure that once I get people's attention and I tell them about my product, they can come back and sign up for it, or I get their information in some way. And then further on down the line, I'll be doing the marketing where I'm getting people's attention, getting my information and my story in front of people. And that, having it all out on a calendar, helps me figure it out and stay organized. So you'll notice some empty spots here on the bottom. I did that on purpose. Not every day is filled in. If I were to try and plan every day of my life, it would just be insane. Now, like I said, I'm doing some of this infrastructure here in the top, and then I'll be marketing a little later on. That infrastructure stuff, some of it, getting t-shirts made, once I have the design in, I'm really dependent upon somebody else to print the shirts, get the shirts in the mail, and then I can do whatever it is I do from there. Or using a service like Fiverr to have a logo or a video intro made. I'm dependent upon somebody else's timeline. If I were to say, I can expect it within this amount of time, that's not always the case. So I try to keep it a little bit loose, a little bit working. It's really good to have a plan, but that plan needs to stay flexible, and that works for anything. You will notice, though, that I have scheduled every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Definitely have to put a social media post up of some kind, whether that's Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, here on Thursday as well, and then a blog post. And that starts to create consistency where people know that at least a couple times a week, I'm going to update the farm blog or social media, and that'll keep them coming back. It's when you do a whole bunch of updates in the beginning and then you never update again that you run into problems. And that's been a weakness of mine in the past, and that's part of this project, is to kind of strengthen that and make it a little bit better. I know that I've had a lot of success by posting to social media, and it's done wonderful things for me and my business, but getting the consistency down is a discipline that I've had to work on. So successes and failures, here are my 100 days to market your CSA, things that I'm growing as well. And hopefully by the time you're watching this, if you're watching this in the future, I've got it down pat. One final note on why I would want to outline this and put it all out on a calendar is those events like the Pratt Center Earth Day. Pratt Center is a not-for-profit that works with kids and adults to teach them about farming and, kind of earthy education. So they do an Earth Day event. Well, I know before that Earth Day event, I need to create farm signs, get my tent together, have an email list, sign up for people who are signing up in person. That's something I'm going to use at the farmers market as well. That's what the FM is. So having those dates laid out ahead of time gives me an idea of, all right, I have this coming up. I know that I need to have this prepared for it. And that'll help me stay organized. And when I'm on the farm and I'm delegating tasks or figuring out what my own schedule it is, that keeps me organized and on point. Now, I know some of this is really basic. It's meant to be very basic. Just giving you some of the details of how I organize, how I go through things, how I've successfully sold CSAs in the past. And I want you to garner some good information for what I have to share here. As the next 100 days goes on, I'll share more and more. We'll get into the nitty-gritty of how to streamline your YouTube video process, which, again, it's something I'm working on with my smartphone and my computer, and this video having kind of different elements. That's why it's going out late today. How to take better pictures, how to create some of these things like infographics, what an infographic is. I'll be going all over that in the next 100 days. And you can find all of that on the hub at howtostartacsa.com. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you out in the fields.